What's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to give an update on the case regarding the unfortunate unaliving of Celeste Rivas Hernandez when she was just 14 years old. She was allegedly dating an artist, a grown man by the name of David, D4VD. In the past, there were conversations about her being a missing person. Now, that conversation goes very deep because apparently she wasn't really missing. Her family knew where she was at certain points in time. But at one point in time, there was an alleged email that was sent to David's management saying that they believed David had information about the whereabouts of this young girl. And if so, could he please take her home? So David's manager was accused of being the recipient of that email, and he said he never received it. He said he never received that email, but it turns out he may be lying. The investigator in this case, Stephen Fisher, posted proof. And so we're going to get into that in this video because it seems like the LAPD is not, they're either not going to like prosecute anyone, David or anyone around him for the unaliving, nor the alleged SA relationship between Celeste, who was 14, and David, who was an adult. It looks like either they're playing their cards close to their chest or they're really not going to prosecute for those crimes. So it makes you think somebody was paid off. But in any case, let's go ahead and get into the updates. If you're not familiar with my channel, I'm Layla Lynn. I cover celebrity news and nostalgia. So if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Also subscribe to my other channel, Crime and Context. I'll put a link below this video. That is my specifically crime channel. All right, you guys, so this is SF Investigates. I talked about him on my channel before. If you're not familiar with him, he was hired by the owner of D4VD's rental home to investigate what in the world was going on. So he posted this a few days ago, and I wanted to share this with you because he talks about how there are like allegedly a few people involved. It's not just one person. It's not just the singer. It's allegedly his inner circle that are all involved in whatever happened. So he said, I spent the afternoon at the house on Doheny looking for more clues and answers in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez case. While I was there, I thought about the anxiety and fear that must live inside the people responsible for putting her in that Tesla trunk. The sleepless nights, the cold sweats, knowing that for the rest of your life, you'll carry the truth that you folded a 14-year-old child into a trunk to hide what you did, knowing the whole world would judge you for the rest of your life. And so he goes on into telling them, like, how could you live with yourself, basically? And he says, regarding Celeste's body, he says, I know all of you have that smell burned inside of you. You all smelled her at some point. So he's getting really graphic. Like he wants these people to come out. That horrible smell will stay with you. It will never leave you. You will always be reminded of what you did. It will cripple you mentally and bring you to your knees, and you deserve it. Each of your legacy will be exactly what you've earned, that of truly horrible human beings that nobody will miss when you're gone. And so in the time that has passed, the LAPD, everyone has been waiting on the toxicology reports. And so he also tweeted that he is confident that the initial toxicology results for Celeste are back, but either the results were inconclusive and require further testing, or additional investigation is needed to determine the cause and manner of her unaliving. And so now at this point, they are saying that it's very possible that she OD'd. Now, in my opinion, my question is, even if she did OD, did she do that on her own? Did she do that on her own? Like if she ingested pills, because they did say that they found pills. They allegedly found pills in D4V's rental home. It seems like a really sick situation. And this girl was a child. And so I want to get into this. Earlier in this case, well, let me just get into his tweet. He said, early in the case, I released information about an email that had been sent to David's manager, Josh Marshall, and another person, notifying them that Celeste Rivas was a missing person. Josh publicly denied this in TikTok comments, claiming it wasn't true. However, an alleged copy of that email was leaked tonight on Reddit. The screenshot circulating online is said to be one that Josh himself took, sent to David, who then forwarded it to one of Celeste's friends. And there will be more that proves this was a known relationship between an adult and a child. So this is the email. We're going to get into what the manager, Josh Marshall, we're going to get into his initial denial. But this is the email. And you see how it says to D4VD at Mogul Vision? I feel like the manager, this is my opinion, that he denied receiving this email because it's not addressed to him personally. It's like a business email. It's probably more than one person that manages this inbox. But it was February 19th, 2024. This is 4 a.m. And someone, whoever sent it, said there's been talk that the artist David possibly has something to do with the disappearance of 13-year-old Celeste Rivas. If that statement holds any merit, please do the right thing and take her home. Her parents are very worried. Now, on this occasion, she was returned home. From my understanding, this is all allegedly, but from my understanding, the next day she was returned home. But Josh Marshall, the manager or former manager of David, allegedly, he denied receiving this email on TikTok, of all places. Okay, so this is from Lauren Conlon on Twitter. She shared his TikTok comments, and she said a TikTok handle called J Mogul, which it seems to be like his backup account, but it's called J Mogul or Josh Marshall, has commented on TikTok user Girltown NJ's video and also clapped back at people in the comments. Now, you would think, considering like the magnitude of the situation, you would think that he wouldn't be on TikTok like clapping back at people, being that a child was unalived, but allegedly he was. And I believe he did an interview and confirmed that this is his TikTok account. And so in the beginning, people were trying to say that he was involved. It's my personal opinion that he was not. But again, that is my opinion. But he commented and said, "How dare you say something like this with no facts?" And then he left a comment and said, "This video is false and the person is misinformed. This is the only time I'll speak on this matter for now. This has been a tough time for my family as I am a father of 3 children. I received no emails and I'm no one's roommate." And so that goes back to what I showed you. The investigator is saying, yes, you did receive an email. But like I said, it's not a personal email. So I guess he feels like he can deny it. This is my opinion. He said, "My daughter is 14 and this news is affecting so many lives. I never received any emails. I had zero knowledge of anything and I don't live in California. I also work remotely 95% of the time." So he was basically saying he doesn't work like shoulder to shoulder with David. It's other people that work with David. Even though the rental home was in his name, he was not there. That was not his red Tesla. So there are so many people involved in this case that seem to be basically looking out for themselves instead of coming forward and giving the complete truth. It just seems like there are so many people in David's inner circle that are just covering their own behind. In any case, regarding the LAPD, this is what Steve Pfister tweeted about them not pursuing like criminal charges for her unaliving and for the SA relationship. He said LAPD confirmed to KTLA News on November 6th that their prior news release stands on its own. That release stated that no crime other than concealment of a body may have occurred in the Celeste Rivas case involving David. The LA County District Attorney's Office also confirmed that no case has yet been presented to their office for consideration. It's worth noting that nowhere in the press release or in any official statements has there been mention of an investigation into the relationship David had with Celeste. Like all they're talking about is this body in the trunk. They're not even talking about like, how did she get there? Like all of the evidence surrounding it is not being talked about. He said, yes, that could be a difficult case to prove because Celeste is no longer here to testify, but that does not mean it should not be pursued. And this is the thing, you guys, some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. So there are so many cases of young girls and boys being unalive because the person that they were with was an adult and was committing a crime against them. Anyway, he went on to say, hopefully law enforcement and the DA's office will do their job and take on a case, even if it's challenging. Even if people close to Celeste, oh, this makes me mad. Even if people close to Celeste are unwilling to cooperate. And I feel like that's a shot at the majority of her family. It seems like only her brother was trying to get her out the situation. Allegedly, her sister is who helped her get in the situation, allegedly. He said, people close to Celeste are unwilling to cooperate because it would expose their knowledge of the illegal relationship. Charges should still be filed, We must prove we will protect children from predators. Now, mind you, when you're talking to the LAPD, a lot of times you are talking to predators, in my opinion. But in any case, he said, in a way, it feels like Celeste delivered some form of justice herself with her final live stream, calling out D4VD for what it was. And y'all see what he wrote here. On that live stream, and I've mentioned before, David had a few friends named Celeste. He had like stand-ins. And I actually think it was one of those stand-ins in that live stream, not the deceased Celeste. So y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Josh Marshall, the manager, saying that he did not receive this email. This has nothing to do with him. And now the investigator calling him out and posting proof like, yes, you did receive this email. You took this screenshot. You sent it to David. David sent it to a friend of Celeste. And now I got it. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about that and the lack of updates regarding a criminal case from the LAPD. As always, thanks for watching.